out, the focus groups were deeply divided when it came to Jeb Bush.
3 words or less. Jeb Bush.
Out of touch, overrated, and weak.
Overrated. Competent.
Shannon, Jeb Bush.
Underwhelming, underdog, fighter, underdog.
I think he would be overshadowed.
Experienced, well composed.
Experienced, but I think he at the same time has baggage.
Not really qualified.
Anyone in the room with a strong view about Jeb Bush? No one in the room with a strong view about Jeb Bush. Hands in the air if you think Jeb Bush is a conservative. No one in the room thinks Jeb Bush is a conservative.
I couldn't tell you enough about him.
Is anyone here familiar with Jeb Bush's tax plan? Raise your hand if you're familiar with that.
I don't know what.
No, we had one.
Why do you think Jeb Bush has not caught fire more with the Republican Party?
People want something new. People don't want a politician.
He's the typical politician. He's way out of touch.
I just don't think he's asserted himself enough.
I feel like he's tepid. I think people think he doesn't have it in his belly.
Just can't believe people are going to get behind another Bush again. I think it's because of George Sr. and George Jr.
His baggage is just, it's always going to be there. You can't take away the good or the bad of the Bush administrations.
I liked both Bushes, though. However,
So you all,
I think it's America.
You generally feel good about the Bushes, but two's enough? Is that the...
Exactly.
Yes.
We've been there, done that.
I like Jeb Bush. I think that he maybe has a disadvantage, I would say, due to his relatives being involved in politics.
What's the source of his appeal?
Of Bush's appeal?
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, by the polls, I don't think there is a lot of appeal. He knows how to work through politics, and that's a big, even though people don't want it to be that way, that is a big part of being in Washington.
Does anybody know anything about what Governor Bush did as governor of Florida that you find appealing?
Just from the commercials,
Yeah.
you know.
What do you remember from those, Marie?
Balanced budgets. I mean, that again is huge.
Created jobs.
A lot of you think he had a good record as governor, but that's not as important to you as
I
think
this
Bush?
job is too big for him. You want to sit down and have a beer with him? I mean, he seemed very approachable.
I think you'd have chocolate milk, though.
Milk. This is all you need to know about the cognitive dissonance of these groups. Is of Ben Carson. They think he's ready to be president of the United States. But for Jeb Bush, they say, and Jeb Bush just spit his coffee out across the room watching that.